Okay. Oh, wobbly tripod. Welcome to another episode of Classic Car Magazine or Vintage Car Magazine. This one is December 1964. I find it interesting how fast hot rodding moved ahead from about 59 into the mid 60s. The aftermarket was taking off huge, like right here, the first page, right? Mickey Thompson, custom wheels. That Pontiac, completely different from a 50s car, like just night and day difference in 10 years. Not even like 3-4 years. It's unreal. But progress, like everything was progress. You think your iPhone changing every year is something. These cars were changing every year. Unbelievable. See, all kinds of advertisers. This is a good one. Baby shoes, fuzzy dice, shrunken head, Hearst racing glove. Look out. Crazy. Oh. New 426 Coronet. Ought to have its head examined. That was a new Street Hemis. Oh, Ramlog manifold. I had one of those, XC8. Sold it earlier this year because I'm dumb. No, I just bought it, wasn't going to use it on anything. Just going to build a crazy small block for the Pontiac, but didn't want to ruin the car. It's such a good driver. Like taking it on long trips. Yeah, the M&H tire. They were great to deal with. Oh, aftermarket wheels. Mallory ignitions. Mercury Comet. See these Challenger mag wheel. Mickey Thompson again. Racing was just huge. Drag racing. Talking about disc brakes. Oh, Cobra. They're going over the engine. What they changed and everything. Oh, this car. This is why I decided to review this magazine. Yes, I know. It's another T. Of course it is. A bit of glare on here. Yeah, this thing's cool. And built in 6 months. Scratch bolt frame. A 2x4 tube. Just a really neat car. Y block. It's a 352. 62 Ford Cruise-O-Matic trans. Very cool. It's a late Ford rear end. Looks like a Dana style. It's got a cover on it. Weird, on 9-inch. Look at those pipes. They're cool. Right at the back. Such a neat car. 23, front half of a Touring, basically the same one I'm working with. I was told mine's a 22, but I don't know the difference. I don't know if anyone can actually tell you the difference. Only the eagle-eyed tea enthusiast could. But yeah, this thing is really cool. I dig it. Divco steering box, that's interesting. Guys get these little fenderettes behind the wheels. Looks like they're made of aluminum. It'd be handy on a driver. Yeah. It says here the frame came first, says Hall. Who elected to use 2x4 channel. I doubt he's using channel. Probably square tube. Instead of the usual Model A for rails. Well, I'm using Model A because I was stubborn and I wanted to use as much of that crappy coupe I bought as I possibly could. Anyway, that thing is rad. Oh, something I noticed. Using a T-spring, well, okay, that's why. Spring over axle. Look at this massive kick up in the back here. I've got no kick up, but I'm spring behind, so probably save 6 inches or so. Plus I want a crazy rake anyway. This car is badass too. Drag car, street roadster class. That was such a cool class. Overshadowed by the fuel altereds. Full story on fuels. Get into that. Looks like advertising. Bonneville coverage. Pop rivets. More new tech. This thing's cool. Basic bucket. Oh, excuse me. Took a 55 V8, turned 265 into 283 with an 1/8" overboard bore, 11-to-1 fuel injection pistons, Duntov cam, solid lifters. And a Manfrey manifold, same as what's on the graffiti coupe. And this one has Crosley steering. .39 pack gearbox, so 3-speed behind the Chevy. These features, they didn't dig all that deep in them back in the day. .18" pickup bed built from scratch. Was fitted to a restored body and T-frame. So that's another steel body car. And looks like the front half of a Touring because it's got this piece here where the door jamb would have been. Now glass bodies were coming out, but they didn't have the quality yet. Oh, look at this. That looks cool. Not a whole lot of chrome and flash, but holes powered. Like a 34 Roadster, 33. 34, yeah. Interesting. IndyCar, mid-engine, Chevy. Owner drive-in restaurant. That's when real people could, well, see what I'm saying? There's a 65 Chevy. Still came with a 409. That was last year, the 409. Two power options. 344 barrel carb, hydraulic lifters, 10-to-1 compression, 400 horsepower, aluminum 4 barrel, mechanical lifters, 11-to-1 compression. We'll have a larger, more durable clutch. Oh, there's another street roadster. That thing's killer, blown Hemi. Whew. Double street roadster. Yeah, okay. When you're looking at designations on these class designations for NHRA, the early stuff like this, double A designates it as supercharged. So we say double A gas, right? A double A altered, supercharged, right? It can be a gas altered, fuel altered, whatever. It doesn't matter if it's double A, double B, supercharged. Although gas used to have AGS, which was A gas supercharged, and then they went double AG, which is supercharged. They brought in the double A designation. Oh, the Pacers car. Gorgeous altered. This double A altered. Billy Webb. Because there's no F there, it tells me it's gas. They had the gas. I'm not sure if the gas ban was still in effect. 64. There, see, there's double B altered. Anglia. So it goes by cubic inch. Probably a blown small block. And there's A gas Anglia. Double AC, which is competition roadster, and there's competition coupe. Basically dragsters with a roadster body or a coupe body plunked on it. Altereds in this, they're not in the same class. There were different class designations. This had rules, axle placement, wheelbase. This did not have the axle placement rules or where the driver sat. The driver had to sit just ahead of the axle on these. Then they had a maximum height for the crankshaft. These, similar, they were a longer wheelbase. The axle's ahead, so it's basically a slingshot dragster, right, with a roadster body stuffed on it. That thing's just killer. Just awesome. All-state endurance test. Racer Brown roller cans. Showbiz. Show car stuff. Show cars start getting crazy. Crazier the better. Real wild stuff. Bears for sure. I don't know about the rest. They got so wild, they became so crazy people couldn't relate, like, to what the car was. Like that, the surf rod. Just no idea, right? What would you use that for? Well, the premise is you could take it to the beach and go surfing and keep your gear in the back. Well, it's just looks like a spaceship. So that, I mean, kind of did it in for people. Car shows, just the general public. Car nerds thought otherwise. Harley Davidson Sprint. Well, Harley could never take a crack at a small bike market. Same with Indian. That was their downfall. And rebadged Brit bikes, it didn't do them any good. Funky shift knobs, Eelco. See the foot, the Eelco gas pedal, the big foot, right? Log Key Stamping Company. They built chassis for funny cars, all kinds of stuff. They're industrial, right? Bill Thomas Racing. Same Bill Thomas that did the Cheetahs, right? He offered those seats. Mini bikes. Everything was mini bike crazy too. Mini bikes and go-karts and just wild. Like I said, the aftermarket was going nuts. And Hot Rod magazine, even up and through the 80s, maybe even the 90s, Hot Rod had ads in the back. And I think the internet kind of killed that. Because you put that in, your eye's not going to show up for like 2 months. So then you're hanging on. Oh yeah, see? Roadster Engineering. They were one of the first companies offering the T Roadster bodies. Dragmaster had them. Theirs was weird wheelbase setup. Turtle deck hanging way out the back. I don't know. Odd looking. Mylodon, like all of this, all the companies we know now, is when they really started making their mark. 60s performance became king and everything took off. Iski. Unreal company. There, look at this diagram. It shows exactly what a hydraulic lifter does. It even shows the crown on the face. Oil in, oil out. How it's pushing down on the spring. Really cool. And then forward on the pad. Yeah, 427, 425 horsepower. Yeah, but you can't get the V8, this V8 without the heavy duty suspension and tires that make roll holding as sticky as the engine is strong. We won't sell it any other way. Oh, cool issue. Shows leaps and bounds. Where's that tub? That tub's really cool. I don't know. I passed it somehow. Anyway. One last quick look at that. Roadster, race car, cool bucket, cool drag car, a very cool bucket. So this is a stubbier style. See, slightly different style to that other one here. So that's lower, less rake. Both with home built frames. See, different stances. Got the wider slicks on it. This is using up-to-date aftermarket wheels, slotted steel wheels, with smaller back tires. I don't know, I like this look. They're a lot like the headers I have as well. Nifty. Well, it's odd. Before I started this, I knew I saw the. I should have marked the pages. Oh well. It's cool. It's got a small block Chevy and it's just a neat little hot rod. Right on the edge of things swinging in the late 60s, early 70s, we got the resto rods. But like everything, it got carried away. You know, we had a restored body instead of modifying the body. We had the bumpers and stuff. Then people started adding period or period looking accessories. Some of it was accessories you would never even see in the 30s, but they made it look like 30s, right? So the luggage racks on the back and all the doodads. I like the cleaner style of resto rod like that. I would love Model A sedan, resto rod, bigs and littles, steelies, killer rake, small block, automatic, air conditioning, and just go. Car you could drive anywhere and just be a cool looking car you could drive as a daily. Anyway, that's that. And we'll say goodnight. Oh. Oh.